There's one thing we all share in life in common is that there is a desire point of something you desire and a point where what we've desired has come to full fruition. And everybody has that in their life. No one has just arrived at becoming something. You've had to desire to be it and then work at it to achieve it. And similar, this is why I wrote the book Surviving Your Meanwhile. This book is about what do we do during that period of where desire and fulfillment happens. What do we do in those periods? Most of the time we fall off, especially in our spiritual walk, of God, do you hear me? Like, I've prayed about this. I'm trying to do good things. I've changed this. I'm not doing this any longer. I want you to move now for me. But this book, Surviving Your Meanwhile, is a part of my life of where I've asked God to help me in certain areas, and when he actually moved or when things actually happened. It's not that God is not hearing me. Sometimes I did not want to, as I expounded in the book, I didn't want to listen to the subtles that God was giving me in the midst of what I was going through, because I wanted to be out of it so bad. But what Surviving Your Meanwhile, what I have touched on in this book is sometimes you have to listen to what is going on around you and in your life, to use those as powerful nuggets to help you not only in that meanwhile period, but also when you come out of it. It's not that God doesn't love you. It's not that you've forgotten. Sometimes it's God wants you to learn what it takes so that you don't have to repeat certain things over and over again. And one of the things that at an event I had this weekend when I was talking about my book, one individual came up to me and said, you know what? It takes someone to speak about different things that we experience in our life for us to feel like I'm not alone. And that's a true statement, and it brought me back to the reason of why I wrote the book. And I want to be that someone for you today to say, I'm struggling in my life in the area of X, in the area of Y, in the area of Z. Because the enemy's job is to make you feel like you're alone and no one else is experiencing or has experienced what you've experienced. But sometimes just to know that somebody has experienced and have come out of it, or in the midst of coming out of it, is just the hope you need to believe that you can make it through your own meanwhile. If you haven't got the book yet, I encourage you to do so, because I'm telling you, it will bless you. Sometimes just hearing someone else's testimony who's willing to be open and candid can be the fuel that you need to make it through your current situation. God bless you. Get this book. I want to help you with it. Because I really believe that I didn't go through the things that I've gone through. Some were self-induced and some were pressed upon me. But nevertheless, I really believe God has allowed me to be delivered from situations and still in the midst of being delivered from some situations. But I've discussed them here so that you can know that you're not alone and that you're relevant and you're important. God bless you and have a wonderful day.